Welcome back to another episode of Cigars Cinema, where the smoke curls and the story unfolds. We have here today, ladies and gentlemen, Tone Stith. Born and raised in New Jersey, played drums at church from a musical family. Tone's a singer, songwriter, and producer. Formed a group, SJ3, while in high school. Career took off after co-writing Chris Brown's 2015 platinum single "Liquor" and the track "Make Love" on his royalty album. Released "Can We Talk" while co-signed by Drake. Performed at the 2021 BET Awards, nominated for Best New Artist at the 2021 Soul Train Music Awards. He's worked with such artists as Ty Dolla $ign, Her, 2 Chainz, Quavo, Ariana Grande, and Justin Bieber, just to name a few. Welcome to Cigars Cinema, my brother.
Thank you for having me, brother. Yes, sir.
So here on Cigars Cinema, we like to have a little icebreaker. So just to get the guests.
Come on, yep, yes, sir.
All right, cool. First movie you remember watching in the theaters?
Had to be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, the Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
OG.
Yep.
OG.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All-time favorite director?
Christopher Nolan.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's a big dog.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. I like that. What's a movie you can quote word from word?
Rush Hour 2. Literally Rush Hour 2.
I love it. First album you ever bought?
Ooh, okay. Neo, I think it's In My Own Words.
Okay.
Yeah, that's with
smooth.
So Sick and everything. That
Okay.
that's when I first got Napster.
All right. I've been there. Dream acting role, action hero, romantic lead, or musical biopic?
Action hero for sure.
Hero?
I'm Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it gotta be Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Studio late at night or early in the morning? Like what's your process? Late at night?
Late at
Okay,
night.
you're night out. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna hop into it. When you're writing or producing, what does your creative process look like? Like you start with the music, the melody, like what's the vibe?
So for me, it kind of varies. So it just depends on, I feel like, how God gives me the song.
Yeah.
So if it's the melody, if it's the idea, I try to use my voice memo as much as I can, because usually it hits me in times when I'm not in the studio. So I'm just humming or whatever, beatboxing or whatever in that voice memo. But when I do go to start, I usually start with the guitar.
Okay.
Whatever chords, whether that's the keys or guitar. But yeah.
I respect that. All right. When do you know when a song is finished?
I don't. I don't. I just don't.
If one of your tracks could be the soundtrack to a movie scene, which song and what kind of scene would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. I say because what I'm working on now is more in the funk-driven, up-tempo lane. I would say it would have to be an action scene, maybe a car chase, maybe some type of car chase. What it comes to mind right now is in in Spider-Man 1, when they're driving down the street after he does like the little competition where he first figure out he's Spider-Man, and right before Uncle Ben, that whole thing. When they're driving like the old school down the street and the cops are chasing them and stuff like that, I think that's the perfect scene for where my music's headed.
All right.
Yeah.
Which artist has had the most influence on your creative style?
Ooh. So it's tied.
I know.
You already know the deal.
I'm taking it there.
Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Equal.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned Prince. I think I reached out to you a while back. I think it was around 2020. You dropped Devotion. I said, bro, you're in your 80s, man. I was so proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
People copy Michael Jackson, which is great. And
right.
I said, I feel like a lot of R&B guys, they often leave out Prince, man, because he has a different style, different vibe, much more grittier, man.
Exactly right.
And Devotion, man. When I heard it, I said, I think I texted you or DM you. I said, yo, this feels like Prince, like that little ominous.
The chorus. Shout out to Swag too. That was the producer who made the track. But yeah, thank you, bro.
So on Devotion, how was that motif created? Was that you, or was it?
It was really the room. I think at the time, though, we had conversations, obviously, about musical inspirations. And at the time, I was saying Prince, I was saying Marvin Gaye, just different people to name a few. And so we did take that Prince route, and it sounds close to Lil Red Corvette. And like Purple Rain has a feel.
Yeah, it does. Still original, though.
Exactly, right. So we can't get sued. Stay away from that.
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
So we talking about your creative process. I think your new single, "Shut Up."
Yes.
I was watching the music video, and I'm watching this. I'm like, this is Tone. It felt like futuristic. It felt like Tron. It felt like
I love that you said that.
You know, Daft Punk. It was what's the other one? Akira.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Exactly. Yo, you are spot on.
So that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he's going another direction.
Yeah.
What was that process like? Developing that music video.
Man, so we were talking before. I got to shout out my creative director. His name is Eyes, and it's just understanding the director understanding music too.
Gotcha.
And he's born and raised on the same type of music that we pretty much were born and raised on. So he already knew, once he heard that track and heard the vision of kind of what I'm going for, he already knew where to take it. But those influences, Akira, Tron, those are things that had came up in our conversation to even get to that point.
Gotcha.
So it was just about wanting to try something new that people still could relate to, that they could pull from, and be like, hey, that kind of reminds me of this, but then still being authentic and being his own thing.
I like that. That was dope, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. It took me back. I was proud to see you, developing your own artistic style in film.
Yes.
Film,
Got you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. If you could sit down in the studio with any legend, living or deceased, who would it be and why?
So there's a few. Stevie, Pharrell, John Mayer.
Okay.
And obviously the ones that have passed, of course. But those three in particular, because I pull from each one of them in different ways. Stevie is the GOAT.
He really is.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. I mean,
he really is.
When it comes to songs, he's 100% the perfect song maker.
Yeah, he is.
So we already know Stevie. Pharrell, I've always just pulled from his sound in a way where he was always ahead of the curve, and it was always unique. It sounded futuristic, but it still embodied culture. And I don't think anybody still has touched that. Where he's going with it. And then John Mayer, I love John. I feel like that's a white boy, but he's black, trapped in a white body. So I feel like he understands soul though. And he could play. He could play.
Performing live brings a different energy than recording. What is your favorite part about being on stage?
Oh, just the fan interaction. The fan interaction is just unmatched because you can be in the studio and record all day, but you never know how those songs are gonna, what they're gonna turn into on stage when you're performing it. And just watching people sing the lyrics back and just having that type of camaraderie is just different. Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Do you remember your first concert you went to?
I think my first concert was actually at church, Fred Hammond, on the farm. That was the first real production and concert.
Right. I think about it. I think where?
That was my first concert, and then after that, me, my mom, Aronicia, and Judah, we went to see Stevie at the Bellagio.
Oh wow!
In Atlantic City, me and Judah were probably about 10, 11 at the time, and we went to see Stevie at the Bellagio.
Wow, man, that's something that's gonna be pretty much imprinting you for years.
Literally,
at such a young age, That's amazing. So we're gonna do a little segue. What was your first cigar, and what was that experience like?
My first cigar was recent.
Okay.
It's probably why I'm struggling with it right now. But it was in Miami.
Okay.
And I think it was one of our friends' birthdays down there, and everybody was like, "Hey, we're just gonna pass out a cigar. Everybody smoke a cigar."
Why not?
We did that. We were actually on the boat. We were on the yacht.
Okay.
And then it was like, we got the scenery. We on the water. This the perfect time to smoke a cigar. Yeah. So that was the I don't remember which one it was.
That's all good. That's all good. What is a film that puts you in a creative mood?
That's a good one, because I put on so many films in the background while creating. Yeah. I do like, so, we talked about Christopher Nolan. I could watch the Dark Knight series over and over and over and over again. And my all-time favorite movie is Inception. And that one got me. Yeah. That one got me.
Nolan, man, he takes you on this trip, bro. And you think you know what's coming at the end?
It's just totally different.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle, man.
Totally different. Yeah.
Definitely, man. So I know you talking about your creative process and your upbringing. How has God influenced you and been that presence in your life and affected you in your career, man?
I mean, you already know. Yeah. Just growing up, always having God as my centerpiece, and just my parents just making sure, like, hey, and Bishop, whatever you do, just don't sin. Yeah. Just keep him first and keep him in everything that you do, and you'll go to where you need to go. I think now that I'm older, and I've lived a lot of life, been in my own situations, I completely understand it in a new way, where it's like, hey, those times that you're not keeping him in the forefront, that's when you find yourself in lost places. Mm-hmm. And so now for me, it's like, hey, as long as I keep him in the forefront and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, my purpose, then he'll bless that. Yeah. Yeah.
Amen. Definitely, man. When you've worked with a lot of different artists, which artist or director or creative push you the most? Like, you learned the most about yourself working with them in the studio. I know you work with Chris Brown and her and other artists, Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah.
Which artists really help mold more of your character?
Because it goes in eras.
Yeah.
I will say the biggest artist that I have worked with is Chris, and just seeing him in action is different, because we all, we know Chris, you see the success, but the behind the scenes, how passionate he is about what he does, and how his workflow never stops. So, most people, it's like, I gotta take a break, I gotta go on vacation. Yeah. I don't think he ever takes a break or goes on vacation. It's always to the next thing. When we were working in Record Plant around the time where he was doing Liquor, Make Love, and some other songs, the first session I had with him, he told all of us in the room, he's like, yo, I'm gonna take a nap and then I'll be back, but y'all create. And we had made a song at the time. He took his nap, came back in, and just got right to work. And we were on the second verse. Yeah. He came in and wrote the whole second verse. He's like, you should say, feeding me lines and stuff. But it was like, oh, he doesn't stop. He doesn't play about this. Yeah. So wow, it was inspiring, bro.
It sounds surreal, man.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about film earlier. You said you would like to work with Christopher Nolan, but going back to that role, have you had much opportunity in the film industry, or are you talking to any directors currently, or
I'm
studios?
Connected to Lena Waithe. Okay. I think because of my song FWM, I think that's what drawn her attention. I'll let her tell it whenever she gets to it. But we connected through socials, and she's always been a supporter of what I've been doing. And she's just like, hey, listen, she actually threw me some auditions maybe a few years ago. Oh, wow. So I did like some table reads and things like that, which was cool. Yeah. But she has been like a supporter in that place. And I think, when I let her know, like, hey, I'm ready to really act, I think she'd be like, all right, cool. I'm going to throw you something, all right, be ready.
Make sure your chops are up.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly.
Favorite instrument?
Used to be the drums.
Used to be-
Now it's a tie, I gotta say, between bass and guitar.
Yeah.
I picked up guitar at 18, so I was late. But I fell in love with it because the chords and everything. I could still write a song. I could take it with me everywhere I go. I don't got to plug it up. And then the bass is just like we were talking about earlier. It's like drums with notes, holding down the rhythm section. Yeah.
Favorite? I know you said you have so many favorite artists. What's one of your favorite musicians? Like straight up musician. I don't care if it's some group in South Africa or who's your favorite musician?
Ooh, that's a good one. People don't ask these.
Give me a top three. I know it's hard. I'm
top three.
Top three.
Okay. Prince.
Okay.
Prince is up there. Prince is a monster. I mean, plays everything.
Everything.
So Prince is up there. I think I'm gonna put Stevie as an honorable mention because I think Stevie is expected to be in those top three. But I'm gonna go straight musician. And not that Stevie's not. He's just an artist also. But I'm gonna go straight musician. So, I mean, Prince is one. I'm gonna put up Victor Wooten.
Boy.
As a bass player.
Yeah, you're preaching. You're preaching the choir now.
Victor Wooten, bro. Oh my Lord. I think the way he plays the bass is just untouched. And then you got the legends, the Stanley Clarks, you know what I mean? Marcus Millers. You got the legends. But Victor, I feel like just embodied playing the bass in a different way.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. I've seen him like 3 or 4 times, bro.
Yeah.
I can't stop seeing him.
I've never seen him.
Man, listen here.
Go see him.
Listen here. Change your life, man.
Yeah.
I'm serious. It really does, man. And he recently went on tour with his brothers.
Oh, wow.
His older brother, Reggie, man.
Killer.
It's like when you're watching him on stage, like, that's not real. You see him with your eyes.
And you're like, he's not doing that. There's no way he's doing that right now. Unplug. Something's playing. Like, unplug it. Yeah.
But nah, that's awesome, man.
3.
That's your third.
And the only reason I'm putting this guitarist up here, because I can't truly say that I know their discography, and God forgive me if I'm saying the wrong name.
Okay.
But I think it's Eric Clapton.
Oh no,
Eric Clapton.
We know Eric Clapton. Yeah.
I feel like Guitar Hero, right, is the way I got introduced to Eric Clapton. But there was a song on there called Cliffs of Dover. Yeah. Or Cliff over Dover, something like that. And the way he slides his notes was like, I've just never heard anybody play like that. And he jumps octaves, he like arpeggiated, So he's like up there for me. And I don't know a lot of songs by him, but I'm just like, I just know that he's goated. He's goated. Yeah.
He is.
Yup.
That's awesome. So going back to film, you said, Spider-Man was one of your first movies. Is that your favorite superhero? Or what was one of your favorite superheroes?
See, it's hard.
DC or Marvel, or both? You went from DC. Give me your go from DC. Give me your go from Marvel.
Okay, DC's Batman.
Okay, yeah.
Because Batman for me was later on in life. It was like, it's Batman, bro. Yeah. It's Bruce Wayne and it's Batman.
Yeah.
And then, Spider-Man from Marvel. And then an honorable mention is Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's
He has a new video game coming out.
Yeah, I seen that. PS5. I seen that. I was like, okay, it's time to get a PS5.
Yeah, man. I know. So it's weird when I see different artists. I envision them in certain roles. So the way you carry yourself, your swag, and the way you sing, I was like, I feel like you would be like a superhero like the Flash. Someone.
I love Flash too.
Yeah. Maybe like a younger Green Lantern.
Okay, yeah.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
The funk.
Gotcha.
When you were younger, did you ever think about creating your own superhero or anything like that, or?
Definitely. It crossed my mind, and then as I got older, it occurred to me that doing music, you can be a superhero through music.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like, build your character, bro.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite movie soundtracks? Once again, if you can't give me one, give me a top 3 of sound.
You know what? This is left field, but I think it's because it's Hans Zimmer, Superman.
Man of Steel.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That is left field. I like that though. I'm a big Hans Zimmer fan. Yeah.
But I think because of how you know that it's a sound, like they had to go in and score. You know what I'm saying? And really write it out and like tailor make it to the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So the build up, the dramatic parts, you know, the come downs, like I'm like, oh, it played a role in making the film amazing. Yeah.
And it's weird because I'm a big Superman fan. Hans Zimmer could easily just pulled this theme from 1978 with Christopher Reeve. He literally said, "Nah, let me do a modern age Superman thing, bro." I think that was hard.
Yeah.
It's weird when I think about Superman now. I have the 1978 John Williams score, but also I think it's called Flight. I have that new Hans Zimmer. That's how I know he's successful.
Gotcha.
Most people always go back to John Williams, which is a great. You know, he did Star Wars, he did Indiana Jones, and things like that.
Don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up.
Yeah.
But for him to create his own score for Superman, Man of Steel, I think that was phenomenal. Man.
Yeah, and that's like it's the pressure of that too. That's how you know, like, hey, I'm the one, I'm him. Yeah. Because it's like, I'm gonna just do my thing. Yeah. And it's just as impactful.
No, it was. If you could create a soundtrack for a movie, which one would it be? Like, if you can recreate, I don't know, Dark Knight soundtrack or a Spider-Man, what movie would you?
What movie would it be?
Yeah, if you had to produce the sound, like Prince did for Batman.
Oh yeah.
You know, along with Danny Elfman, of course, in Batman 1989. What would be?
Let me think about this.
As an artist or a producer, either one. As a singer, don't. You know.
I would. You know what? Interesting enough, because I think it would be a challenge for me. Yeah. I would take on Inception.
Ooh.
I would take on Inception because it would be a challenge.
Oh, it is, man.
Because it will force me to just be outside of the world that I'm used to.
Yeah. It would be.
Yeah.
A lot of texture, a lot of jazz fusion, maybe.
Yeah. You know, exactly. Layers, like,
When it comes to back to you talked about music, dance has been really heavy in your creative process. I remember when I first saw you, I said, this guy could dance. Before I didn't even sing, like, I was like, yeah, he has that for sure.
Yeah.
And you're like a triple threat, you know. How has dance played an influence, you know, or a part in your music? Creative process?
Dance is just as important as playing guitar, drums for me, because of stage presence and because of growing up in church. Yeah. I don't think now that I'm lived and talked to a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people, or I know a lot of people didn't get to experience music in the ways that we have. I feel like being around a real band environment is one thing, and then, you know, you got the Johnny Crooms of the world where he would MD and do different things like that. So being around that aspect at a very young age was like, oh, it's production. Yeah, you marry the music to the stage presence, and you're giving a show. Yeah. Michael Jackson didn't play an instrument, but he was the instrument in the way he moved his body. It's just like, it was undeniable and it was electrifying. Yeah. And it was like, whoa, if I can pair this up to vocals plus music, it's game over. So I mean, music always made me move. Yeah. So that's the driving force. Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna throw you a curveball.
Yeah.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Chris Brown or James Brown?
So, all right, I did a podcast with Ray Daniels, and he asked me the same question, and this was about 2 or 3 years ago. He said, Michael Jackson and Chris Brown. I said Chris Brown at the time because of his versatility. Yeah. I'm like, Chris is out here doing African rhythms and he'll jump into the house dancing and he'll jump into all these different things. I think now I got a chance to this gives me a chance to really clear up the smoke, because I got a lot of you know, backlash on the internet. People like, you crazy, bro. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I think now, as a dancer, Michael's precision, he comes from the ballet world, he comes from the tap dancing, he comes from a different style of dancing, like the older 50s, 40s, like that style of dancing. And then he got into the pop locking era, right? Yeah. And he just continued to build on top of what he created. So I think for him, even though it was like 4 or 5 moves that are like, oh, this is Michael Jackson, this is Michael Jackson. The fact that you have 4 or 5 moves to your name that makes you like, oh, I gotta revisit what I said. I gotta put Mike at number 1.
Oh yeah.
Because of the influence. And
he had on Chris Brown's and the other.
He's the
Usher.
He's the reason that we all are trying to. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say Chris. That's a bad man. Because he can do the Michael Jackson and then put his spin on it, and it not look weird, and not be like, oh, you're like
imitation.
It's like no, okay, you're a freak of nature. You understand it, and you can do more. You could flip. You could do all these things, and then so I'm gonna go. Oh, but that's so hard because James is.
He influenced Mike.
Yeah, bro, it's hard, bro. And Prince.
Definitely.
And so even with James, he was the real first like pioneer to carve out that like the. But I'm gonna go Mike, Chris, James.
Wow. That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the order.
That's fair. So, I know you're not heavy into cigars. Mm-hmm. If you could name one scene that has a cigar in it that you always remember that scene in the movie where like it was that guy, maybe it was Scarface or whatever, where it's like you see it and you think about that person with that cigar or something that takes you there. Is there a scene like that for a movie?
You know what? I think, and I feel like this movie's forgotten about, but you remember Takers?
No, I forget that. Yeah, of course.
So I think there was a scene where they all were sitting at the table discussing the plan or whatever. And I remember T.I. specifically having a cigar in his hand and just looking around the room in that like that mob, that mafia, that boss. Like, you incorporate when you're smoking cigars, you're around some heavy hitters. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was the correlation. Exactly. A deal is about to be made, right? So that movie in particular, that pops up. Yeah. Takers.
Now a lot of people don't know this. This guy is a car enthusiast.
Oh man.
No, really. So once again, another curveball.
Yep.
Porsche 911 Turbo.
Yes.
There you go.
That's number 1. Right, that's number 1. But what's the other 2?
All right. 1963 Corvette. Okay. And this is like a sleeper. I call it a sleeper. The Grand National.
Oh, yeah. And
it's a sleeper.
Shout out to Kendrick for bringing that back. Because people do sleep on that.
They do.
Yeah, because that's one of them ones. Yeah. But I mean, 911 Turbo is that. I got it on my hand. I love it. Because I love it so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, 911 Corvette.
This thing. Okay. Yeah.
Grand National.
I understand. Yeah. Here's a little fun fact though. In the 1980s, the Grand National was spanking Corvettes.
Wow.
And General Motors was like, hold on.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
You had this 3.8, cylinder turbo, right? Cheaper than the Vet. The Vet was probably maybe like $5,000-$6,000 more.
Yep.
And another thing, the cops couldn't keep up with the Grand National.
Oh wow.
So GM had to like stockpile a lot of the Grand Nationals in it because it was beating cop cars.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much outproducing their Corvette.
Oh, because it was more affordable.
It was more affordable, yeah. Now you got Grand Nationals priced at like 40, 50, 60.
Everything is crazy now, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Now I saw you in the video, and I said, "This guy gonna lose his mind." You was driving a Porsche.
Yeah.
911.
Yeah. Was it? So you talking about the one I recently put up on my story? Yeah. So my friend Lawrence, he's a car enthusiast also. Okay. He got a 93 right-hand drive Supra.
Oh man, he showed
me. Yeah, bro, the R8s, Nissan GTRs.
Oh, wow.
So when he bought the 911 GT3 RS, it was like, all right, bro. All right, man, you have to flex on everybody like this, but okay. But recently, and if you ever talk to him, he'll tell you, I would always say no to driving any of his cars. Cause I'm like, bro, look, man, if something happens to this car, you gotta give my royalties, bro. Like, I gotta give you my royalties. Like, that's literally it. But this last trip, he was like, bro, get in the driver's seat. I'm not taking no for an answer. Just get in the driver's seat.
Okay.
Got out the car. I was like, oh shit, all right. Got in the car, and we went to these like back roads. You know, in LA, it's canyons.
Yeah.
So we got these long stretch of just like, you know, it might be a curved road, but it's just going up the canyon.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, after you make this left, just
open it up.
Go. Just go. He said, don't even like, and I was using the paddle shifters too.
Of course, yeah.
He was like, just let the gears kind of ring out. You know what I'm saying? And most people tell you to shift between a certain number to get like the quickest shift.
Yeah.
Not in the GT3 RS, bro. He said, well, when I floored it, I felt like I was shaking, bro. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like,
real power, man.
Adrenaline, bro.
Yeah.
But the thing about it was it's so planted to the ground, and on the Porsche steering wheel, they have this like, on his specifically, there's this yellow marker at the top of the steering wheel. So it's like kind of wherever you point that marker, that's where the car is going.
Oh, wow.
And the steering wheel is real small, so it's not like, you know, most cars have these big steering wheels, so when you turn, you gotta do this. Yeah. When you turn, it's just this to make a full turn. Wow. So he's like, go. So I hit it. I'm gunning. There was no wheel spin, no nothing. It just, I didn't even put the pedal all the way down, but it just went as fast as you put that pedal. So it was like, all right, cool. I'm in third gear. We're in Mexico. I'm in third gear and I'm at 100 miles per hour, right? But my foot is I still got some room.
Yeah.
So I start and it's just like, it keeps going. It's just angry. It's just like, oh, it's building. Eventually I'm like, all right, I gotta chill, you know, stop light.
Yeah.
But bro, it was one of the craziest experiences ever. Cause I was like, I've never driven something that fast and powerful. And it's like, today 500 horsepower is not a lot.
Yeah.
But in that car, how light it is and just Porsche.
Yeah.
It just felt like, oh, it's a rocket.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
So, if you can have your ideal dream car, but like fantasy, like would it be, for example, would it be Speed Racer's car? Would it be the Batmobile? Or like, what car would you want to, own?
You said it. So for me, right, the Batmobile was always a statement, and I love like in the cartoons and the movies, they always change it up.
Yeah.
The recent Batman.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
Yeah, that thing was.
I had to actually watch it twice because I didn't like it the first time.
Oh, no?
Went to the theater and I was like, man, what is this? This is trash. And then people were telling me like, no, you're going in there with the Dark Knight mindset.
Exactly.
You gotta erase that.
Yeah.
It's a totally new mindset, and it's from the beginning of Batman.
It's like his year one almost.
Exactly.
It's
finding out that he's Batman.
Yeah.
So I had to rewatch it, but what I loved is that the car was the muscle car.
Yeah.
I think what they use, a Camaro. What did they use?
I think either a Camaro or like a Pontiac frame for it.
Yeah. So the fact that I love that, because for me, all the cars that I'm always creating, I love the color black.
Yeah.
My car's got to be black, and to me, it's like it's the Batmobile. Each one is the Batmobile.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna get this car, I got to make it into my Batmobile. Like that's it. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So going back to how you were brought up, if you can go back and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell him or tell yourself about what to look out for or how to carry yourself?
Man, I would say don't get lost in the world. The world has a certain expectation, and as a Christian man, that's not the expectation that God has for you.
That's right.
And when you do that, when you do get lost in the world, it keeps you doing this. You're doing this, you start losing this, whatever, you just get lost, you lose yourself. And when you align yourself with God's will, that's when you truly figure out your reason for being here in the first place, what it is, what your ministry is, because we're here to serve.
Yeah. And
so I would tell myself, focus on those things regardless of who's around, regardless of who says what is cool and what's cool and what's not cool, but just be your own person in that lane, because that's why we're here. And we're only here for limited time. It's short. And then I will also tell myself to enjoy the journey and enjoy the growing pains, because I think a lot of the growing pains while we're in them, it's like, I want to get to next level and I want to get here, I want to get there. And you keep doing that so much, you don't even realize how much you already accomplished. So I would tell my younger self, just enjoy the journey because it has meaning along the way. It's a lesson.
That's beautiful, man. That's good. I think we often don't appreciate the small wins.
Yeah.
You know, we're always looking, like you said, the results, or I'm trying to get to this level, this success, this bank account, or these awards, or whatever it may be, or these rooms. Because often you get in these rooms, they don't look like us, they don't sound like us.
Yeah, facts.
You know.
Yep.
And I think that's very important. What advice do you have for up and coming artists, man? You know, try to get into the industry and trying to develop their skills or their talent. What would you what wisdom can you impart on them?
I think is staying true to the vision that you have, and more so the if you do have a vision as a child or as a kid, teenager, whatever it is, that vision that's really the truest form of what your vision is, because you're a child, you're innocent. You don't know, so you just see this one thing you love. Like for me, when I discovered music, it was like a feeling I couldn't explain. I was like, I love this so much. I don't know why, but I love it. And I think growing older in the industry and just being very impressionable, I had lost sight of my vision at a certain point. So you find yourself just kind of just going with the wind, and you're just like, all right, I'm doing this to be successful. And people might tell you, oh, you got to do this first to get to where you want to go. But no, just stick to the vision that you want to have and see it through. And I think now, where I'm at, I'm finally getting to that music and that album for me, where it's like, oh, I'm really being my true, authentic self, and I'm seeing my vision through. So yeah. That's
awesome, man. I think that's important. I think it's imperative that young people know that, man.
Yeah.
You know, because I think often they see Tone Stith, or they see a Chris Brown, or they see a Bruno Mars, or whoever, or her, and they're like, oh, I want to be like that. I have to do exactly what they did. Everybody's journey is different.
You can't compare ages, time, length.
Errors.
You can't. You just, because you never know when. I mean, for some people, it's really young. For some people, it's like, hey, you might be 40, 50, and then you might have this song that just boom. Like you just never know when your time is. So
that's awesome. Any new projects coming up we should look out for? Albums?
Vern, I'm gonna give you the exclusive, bro. I'm gonna give you the exclusive.
Right here on Cigars Cinema.
Literally. I don't do this, so in my last interviews, I kind of just been like, hey, I'm not really gonna talk about the album or the project I'm working on or the name, but I'm gonna do it here.
Come on.
So this next album is actually my first album.
Gotcha.
And I'm proud to say so because of the way the music is going. It's just like, it's that. It's everything that I've learned and embodied as a kid, the funk, the soul, even the soft rock. I love soft rock.
Oh, yeah.
But the album is called The Edge. And I'm excited because it is a little edgy in today's aspect, but it, to me, competes with the Bruno Mars. It competes with the Prince. It competes with the Michael Jacksons, the people in that space, because that's who I was studying to really put this album together. And the producers that I was working with, a producer named KP and another producer named Brody Brown. Brody actually did all of the Bruno music that you heard from the beginning. That's impressive. And a lot of people don't know that. He's super humble, and so, but Brody he's a killer. KP also, but it was just us three, and we really just locked in and was like, hey, this is the sound that I have, and certain songs I started the ideas to, and then certain songs they already had written. But we all were in this same space where we understood, like, hey, it's going down. This is what we're going for. Let's get it. We got something to prove. So The Edge.
Man, listen, I'm looking forward to The Edge, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Something real fast. You said writing. If you could write for an artist, like what artist would you want to write like a song for?
Oh, you know what? Okay, no. I won't say that because there are some artists I wouldn't write for. But
yeah, keep it real.
But yeah, right. I would love to work with Bruno Mars. I would love to work with John Mayer. I would love to work with Sabrina Carpenter. I think she's a new pop face, and I think that the way that she's doing it is a little bit different. No disrespect to the other artists that's been out, but the way that she's doing it is a little bit more like, oh, you're giving me Britney Spears, you're giving me the pop star element, you know. So I would love to work with her. One person I can say, I'm not the biggest fan of their music, but to see the likes, like their likes of Michael Jackson, I would love to work with The Weeknd, because there's a lot that maybe I would do different musically, but I feel like in the studio it would be really dope. You know what I'm saying? Just experiment and see what we come up with.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. So, Tone Stith, Cigars and Cinema, where the smoke curls and the story unfolds. Thanks again.